People that can operate in a free market, Malawi, or people with money. If you are suppressing and keeping the money out of the reach of the masses, and you are now monopolizing it, you keeping it to yourself, growing your ancestral wealth, and keeping other people poor because you don't want competition. You give them an education that's useless. An education doesn't tell them how to make money. Education doesn't tell them how to build generational wealth. You keep them down, but you give them political power. A vote. You got a vote, but you don't have the means to make the real power, which is money. You understand? To get money, right? And then I'll add another blend. I put religion into it. Your religion will tell you that you should be happy where you are now with poverty, and only be looking forward to your reward of wealth in heaven. Gaslighting. That this God, this Christian God, only wants you to have wealth and abundance when you are dead. So these are the things that have actually been used to gaslight masses of people from one generation to another. You understand, where people become so content with nothing and just happy to live in shacks. A lot of African countries want to know, how do South African people, black people, live in shacks? Okay. The shack history is very deep in South Africa. Okay. My mom, when she ran away from Eastern Cape, at the time, South Africa had like a border system within itself. South Africa had a border system in apartheid time. There was the homelands, okay? The homelands where people of black, of color, the Xhosas had their own homelands. The Zulus had their own homeland, Zululand, okay? That kind of thing. And then the city, the business city centers, and then surrounding white suburbs at that time. So the people used to commute from the homelands to kind of find jobs in the cities like Durban or even Joburg, right? But you had to like abide to a certain type of border law kind of thing, okay? So African history is so much different to other countries' histories. Not to say that South African history is much more interesting, but it's just the flavor is different because the way things were done here and the atrocities, the social economical atrocities were so deep here using religion. You understand? The white people seen as more superior while the black people are nothing. And why do we keep on revisiting this? Because we are where we are now in South Africa because of the very same thing. We are reaping from what was really been sowed. And we don't understand that if we change a direction, we will probably start reaping something different. Instead of hate, we can reap something else. Our history teaches us that our ancestors were involved in a certain thing. They really experienced oppression. We see how the South African history and economical problems that we have here is linked to the whole of Africa as well. Because South Africa is part of Africa. It's not floating somewhere, an island isolated from the rest of Africa. Okay, now we see for this past couple of months, bad news about South Africa. Not all South Africans don't or want foreigners or hate black people, other black people. No, not. That's not the true thing. The true thing is here that we have a lot of people, different belief systems and opinions in our country. Peace is what most of us want. You do your thing, you respect my space, I respect yours. Violence and crime should be controlled by the government. There shouldn't be people wanting to be the police now. You're a citizen, but you want to be making all sorts of things. The government you vote for every 5 years is the government that should be dealing with your issues. You should be writing a letter to your president, whatever, and talking about these things instead of you going around and manipulating people, gaslighting people, and also attacking people because they're not from your country. There are South Africans in Zimbabwe. There are South Africans in Botswana. There are South Africans in Namibia. There's South Africans in Nigeria. There's South Africans in Ghana. They've traveled too as well. South Africans also travel. Maybe not in a large scale, but South Africans also move all over the world. So while you're thinking that that person there next door who speaks another language from another country is my enemy. And that white person that's from Europe is not my enemy, but my savior. How strange is that? Don't you see that it's all about the intention? The color means nothing. What are you intending to do here in this country? Are you here to abuse, to take, or you here to add something? And people don't see it like that. The only thing they see when people are hungry, and especially at this time with economical economical tension in this country, people are very, very upset.